Right, well, good evening again, guys. Welcome to episode 2 of How Is That Guy a WC Driver? We're at Watkins Glen, GT3 Challenge again. We're in 8 o'clock Thursday night race. Somebody's put off to the side there. Oh, all good. Yeah, Thursday night, 8 o'clock race, top split. I'm not feeling massively confident about my starting place. I did just a quick qualifying session last night. Didn't manage to get any kind of decent lap with a draft. I mean, anyone that's driven around Watkins Glen knows that getting a draft around here is going to be a massive part of your lap time, and that's really going to be the key to the race here, trying to stay in the draft of those ahead. So yeah, I didn't quite manage to get as good a qualifying as I was hoping. 45.1 I think. So we're starting from 9th on the grid. Yeah, it's I'd rather have a little bit more clear air ahead of this, but fingers crossed. We're on the inside at least for turn 1, so hopefully that is going to allow any instance to sweep off to the outside. So that we need to make sure we don't get anyone come past us on the right off the start. Make sure I am able to stay over to that inside line. You can see just ahead of me, ApexRacingUK teammate Clive Lawrence. He banged in a great little qualifying lap just an hour or so ago, 45 flat. So he is starting from 7th. And I've got a couple of familiar names in the session as well from other teams. So I saw Frank Levick. There we go, P12. Frank Levick, pro road driver from 2013. Yeah, good guy is Frank. Not far off qualifying from WCS really last season, pretty close. And a couple of other names that I spotted earlier on from the iRacing Grand Prix series. I think we had Ati Pikala and Pasi Veltinen as well. So yeah, a few recognisable names. Not so much, maybe apart from Clive, not so much other names from sort of 4th downwards that I really recognise around us. So I'm not really sure if there's anyone that we particularly need to be wary of, or don't really have any expectations. So as I said, just want to try and stick to the inside through turn 1. Hopefully we don't get caught then in any instance, and then we just need to try and stay in the draft of those ahead. If we can not fuck it up, basically, I'm feeling fairly confident that we might be able to move forward. My race pace is looking alright, hopefully. With a clean lap I should be able to match my qualifying time even with full fuel, so we'll see how we go. Again, like at Brands in episode 1, I might be a little bit quiet for the first lap or so, so we'll see how it goes. Have a deep breath. Let's get through turn 1 unscathed. Turn 1 at Watkins always makes me a bit on the nervous side.
Coming to the green here, bud. Get those tires cleaned off, drag those brakes. Pace car's off, be ready? Ready, ready. Green flag. Flags rolling. Left side. Still there. Clear him, clear.
Clive very, very wide there through the penultimate corner. Going to lose a bit of momentum, I think, onto the front straight here. I just want to try and hang back a little bit. I've got a little bit of space to Frank behind. Alright, let's try and get a good exit. Right, okay, so clean first lap, got us what we needed. You can see already the group ahead are starting to break away. We need to really get back with them if we can, stay in their draft, otherwise we're going to get dropped very quick. You can see the difference in top speeds on the straights here with the draft. Clive looking to get back, I'm just going to need to hold back again. Ooh, side by side, accident up ahead as well. Nobody going to back of me, nobody going to back of me. Ooh, we just about got away with it, slow down, hopefully that'll clear just because we're going slowly. Get out my way. Come on, release my slow down. Still got to slow down, okay, we need to hold back, otherwise we're going to get disqualified, Lee. Ah, come on, slow down, there we go. That was ridiculous. Why didn't it clear?
You're clear.
Alright, anyway, let's get back with it again. Okay, I guess that was my own error, perhaps we should have just dropped our speed right off a fair bit earlier, but never mind. Alright, keep it clean again. Down a couple, side by side up ahead as well. Right, this is going to be a bit of an interesting race, I think, isn't it? Let's try and come back through the pack again. Okay, poor exit here. Right, let's get up the inside, I reckon. I don't fancy it with a car so close in front as well.
On your left.
Should be alright. Get good exits. Didn't quite get the run. Alright, keep the draft, get him into the chicane. Come on, he's got a bit of damage anyway, top speed's probably going to be a bit down.
Right side.
Give me a bit of space, I'm here, fucking here. Oh dear me.
Clear him. Right side. Clear. On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear, clear, clear.
That's it, you just come across, mate, don't you worry.
Left side. Still there. Still there, door. Clear, 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 clear.
Problem with us scrobbling away, of course, is now we're going to get dropped by everybody else ahead. Not have the draft when we need it again. But, bit of entertainment, isn't it? Oh, we're dropping way back from the rest of the field now. Right, here we go. Much better exit.
Still there. Still there. Clear, clear, clear.
Right, let's stop this messing about. Let's get a couple of laps in. Hold this inside line. He's obviously going to get a much better run down the straight. We'll give him a little bit of space, unlike he did to us. Okay, good, right. So now hopefully we can get a bit of breathing space and start making our way forward. Not the most productive start to the race. Where are we? 12th, 13th? Oh, a bit early on the power league. Oh, I hate that corner. Turn 6 to shoot. It really is going to get loose in the rear very quickly around there if you don't quite get your timings right, which we definitely did not that time by. Right, nearly a second now to Xavi behind. I want to keep getting away from him, I think it's safe to say.
Slow car off to the right.
Let's not get collected in somebody else's incident now. Nobody there, good. Xavi usually loses it on the exit behind in the mirrors. Alright, okay, so we are catching this group ahead now again at least. Frank Levick, one of those there as well. Yeah, made up a massive chunk of time, don't come back. Oof. Okay, he did well to not snap back to the left there as it went right. Very easily could have speared back across the track. Nice little sigh of relief. Right, so yeah, 12th place, right, and let's get back into this top 10. Clive is still up there at least, I think that was 7th I just saw as I flicked through the listings. That was a rubbish attempt at chicane that time. And a rubbish attempt through the carousel as well. Come on. I think I've just got myself a little bit flustered from the excitement in those first couple of laps. Shoot, it's trying to step out from me the whole time. God. So we've got, what, half a dozen cars ahead, and then there's no one else in sight beyond that. Everyone else is well and truly buggered off now. Yeah, 10 seconds down the road. Alright, well, we've lost quite a bit on this lap. Let's get back into it again. Alright, get a much better exit out of this final corner. Get him down the front straight. Here we go. That's not quite going to be enough. Alright, can be ready for the draft down the back straight. Except I couldn't quite get on the power when I wanted, but still looking pretty good. Yeah, boxed in well and truly. That didn't really work out, did it? Okay, that's a better carousel this time. Perhaps the first time I actually managed to get it vaguely how we planned.
One on the right side. Clear. Left side. Still there.
Not quite got the power, I don't think.
Still there.
Just hanging in there.
Still there.
Okay, nice and fair, gives me plenty of space, thank you.
Clear, clear, clear.
Okay, good, nice and clean. Frank has disappeared off down the road though as we squabble away. Not a great final corner. Turned in a little bit early, I think. Right, down into third. So we're catching these guys pretty quick, but we're going to run out of straight.
On your right.
Ooh, fucking hell.
Clear.
Lucky again. So that's what I'm finding, just same as Andy did there, that rear can really get away from you very, very quickly through there. Right, that's another one down at least. Let's get after Christian. He seems to have a pretty good top speed, even though me and Andy have been in his draft. We've not really been able to make much progress on him. So, we're going to make it up in the corners perhaps. Not by outbraking ourselves, that's not really the way to do about it. Yeah, good corner through there, made up the whole fistful of time. Not so great on that one. Missed the apex by a mile. And far too late braking, couldn't really get on the power as we wanted. Right, so again, just a matter of sizing it up ready for the back straight. Brake a little bit early. Not quite that early, next time maybe. On the power. Ooh. Cool. Didn't really feel happy on the exit there. I think where I just turned in so early because I was going so slow. I was a bit worried I was going to lose the rear up over the curbing. Yeah, it's a shame I screwed it up because I have gained a good amount of time on Christian here. If I was much closer, coming out the corner, I think we'd have been there. Oh, don't go too slowly. Car. So I think a lower rear wing for Christian, I suspect. Yeah, I'd say so.
Left
Straight
side.
up the inside are we?
Still there. Still there. Clear.
Not confident around that corner at all. Never mind. And it's going to let me Andy back on. Just about, hang on. Laps are ticking away quite quickly, Lee, come on. That was a better braking. Frank is nearly 5 seconds down the road now as we're here squabbling away still. That's better. Come on. Thing is, I don't really want to go for a move into turn 1 here because we know he's got such good top speed. He's just going to get us straight back in the draft on the main straight, isn't he? There we go, that's better. Right. This really needs to be our opportunity. Oh, smoke in the head. I think we've got a few seconds if there's somebody there. Not seeing it on the relative. 4 seconds away. Here they are.
Right side.
Ooh, where are they? In the centre of a track. Good choice.
Clear. Keep going.
Loads of crap on the windscreen now as well. Let's try and get the left side through here. Oh, bit too much.
Still there. You're clear.
Just careful on the throttle. Okay, right. So, let's concentrate.
Clear.
Ooh, rear stepped out of me under braking there. Went in a bit hot. So, yeah, clipped a little bit of a grass there as we went past Christian, but I think we'll take it. Right, we really need to get a good couple of corners here to make sure Christian isn't close enough for a run back next time by. Just about got away with that, braked a little bit late. Okay, so we made up nearly a second already, so hopefully, especially with Christian having Andy around him, it's going to be enough to keep him at bay this lap.
Let's do one at a time. Right stop, let's settle in now.
Yeah, okay, good. Right. Frank, that needs to be our next target. 4.5 seconds down the road, that's a big ask. Frank is definitely no slouch. How are we doing for time? 13 minutes left. I think it's 18 laps I think we're expecting this race. We're at lap 10 already. First moment really it feels like we're having a breath. was a better shoot that time. Let's not have a rear step out on the braking on this one. There we go, that's more like it. Right, so we're gaining a little bit on Frank, hopefully. 3/10 from when I last had a little glance. But we're going to need to keep taking a lot of time out of him if we want to get anywhere near in 8 laps. Okay, so when we crossed the line last time we're 4.6 behind, now we're 4.1. Okay, good. So let's keep that sort of rate going, and we might be there and thereabouts at least. So, yeah, hasn't quite been the first half race that we needed. We said we needed to stay in the draft of the cars behind, and as soon as, of course, we got that instant ahead of us after what? Lap 2 was it? It wasn't the first lap I think, was it? No, lap 2. Then that just blew that completely apart. I mean, the draft here is worth over half a second easy, if not more. Certainly know my qualifying. I could have had a mid 44 perhaps if I get a good draft all the way around and I don't mess up my own lap. Ooh, don't like that time. Just gentle. Okay. Poxy turn 6. A little bit late to slow in really. Missed the apex by about a state. And so Frank now has gained all of that time back that we gained the previous lap. We're not really getting that much of a gap to 2 behind that we spent so long trying to get by. So we really do need to just start banging in a couple of laps and make sure they're not hanging into our toe anymore. Alright, down into 3rd for turn 1. Bit of curb on the inside. Not quite full power as early as I wanted that time because we were tracking much too far out. What a useless instant to get as well, 6 instants now. That isn't really what my safety rating needs at the minute. I think we're down to 2.5 now with these fun races that we've been doing. Alright, down to the chicane. Take lots of curb all the way through, missed it on that last one though. Couldn't get on the power we wanted. Let's try and get back to this apex. Just about enough. And now turn 6, so fairly early in the brakes. I'm having to turn in really early to try and stop the rear from stepping out. It's still, we can see, trying to get away, but we kept it there at least. And then down to try and get this apex on the inside a bit more. Still not really where we want it to be. Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with just hitting apexes and just doing the basics in this race. There's a little bit more like it there. Still not really gained anything on Frank since we last looked. Still 4.5 seconds back. And just tracking out a little bit early on the exit there. Had to really wait a long time. Penultimate corner a little bit wide. Didn't really be anywhere near the grass on the exit there. Final corner was better, get on the power hard and relatively early. 9th place. I think this might be where we end up. Assuming I don't stuff it in a wall anyway. Missed the apex a little bit at turn 1 again. So, yeah, perhaps it looks like the entertainment is going to be over a little bit for this race. Not quite the flag to flag battling that we had at Brands Hatch last week. This is my first race here this week, so I might just about get a chance to do one more maybe on Sunday perhaps, but not going to really be scoring the points that we have in previous week. We're averaging just about a 200 point in the 3 races that we've done so far. Let's get this shoot right. Still trying to get away from me, rear trying to continue around. And then of course we've got round 1 of the World Championship Series on Saturday. So unfortunately not quite going to be around for that one, but we'll be back for round 2. The rest of the Apex team certainly are going to be there, so Alex Simpson, Lasse Brynhansen and Antoine Higlin are going to be representing the team. All 3 of them are looking stonking quick around Spa at the minute, so I'm really hoping that, well, they've all certainly got to get on the grids, I reckon, if they can perform as they've been showing in practice. And then I just really hope they have a good start to the season. That's it, a little bit more curb on the inside there really we want next time. And then after the World Championship race on Saturday, so this is the 1st of March, Saturday 1st of March, Apex Racing UK have got their charity event, 2.4 hours of Spa for Cancer Research UK. Lots of prizes out available, so even if you've not signed up as a driver, even as a spectator, you've got a chance to win some prizes. So have a jump on the forums, find our thread, and yeah, even if you're not able to race, having a little spectate might still work out pretty well for you. That's going to be just after the World Championship Series, so early evening I think on Saturday. Right, how are we doing to Frank? Not gaining anything, are we? Just sitting here in our own little bubble, 4.4. So, back marker up ahead. And that's our friend Xavier from earlier, who we were banging doors with. I'll have a look at the end and see. Maybe I shoved my nose in where it wasn't really expected, but at the time I wasn't really anticipating he was going to move back across on me. Hopefully we don't have any silliness as we try and get by. Made up a good bit of time with Frank presumably just getting held up a little bit when he did go past Savvy himself. Alright, let's get the apex this time. No, still missed it. Still not getting that curb on the inside. Yeah, I'm not really happy with just my driving in this race. We're quite a bit off what I could be doing. I don't think I had any damage from our little wheel banging, though Zavin most certainly has from the looks of it. Just gives a little twitch as I go past. Yeah, so we're doing what, mid to low 45s, but really we can be 45 flat if we concentrate for a change and actually get some apexes. A bit more like that one at the carousel, that's more like it. Down into shoot again, early turn in, a little bit of neutral throttle just to try and stop that back from when it's come round. Okay, perhaps we're just getting in there a little bit more now. Just off the brakes a tiny bit early as we came into the hairpin there, didn't quite manage to get the car back to the apex again. Looks like we've gained a spot at some point actually, haven't we? We're up to 8th now, so somebody must have dropped out since I last paid any particular attention. So where are we? 5th rank car, 8th position, that's not so bad. The main problem is my 6th instance, I suspect, so I really could have done with a little bit of a cleaner race. Bit of apex on turn 1, wow, I haven't seen you for a while. Nearly got on off track on the exit though. But now we're down to 3.4 seconds to Frank. So we're closing. But it's a shame it's taken us so long to get going, because we're down to, what, 2 laps left I reckon now. 2 minutes 51. Yeah, from the previous races I think we're expecting lap 18. So it's all going to be a bit too little too late, I'm thinking. What was that lap time last time? But that was more like it. Why haven't I been doing that rest of the time? 44.9 last time round. That, say, comfortably beats my qualifying time, and if we could have just been doing that for the rest of the race, perhaps then we're trying to come round, perhaps then we could be, what, 3 or 4 places further up from looks of it. Cars ahead are grouping up a little bit. Not really getting this hairpin right in this race, but at least we get back to the apex this time. Yeah, I think, I wonder if there's a slow car in amongst there somewhere, because they all are backing up into me and Frank a little bit, I think. So, keep pushing. A couple of laps left still. I didn't quite get slowed down enough there through turn 9, I think it is. A little bit of balancing that throttle through the penultimate corner.
He's moving.
Oh, crash up ahead. Where's it going to be? Oh, just about able to stay tight enough. Right. Well, that's the position gained. Frank lost a little bit of time as well. Down into 3rd. Get a bit of apex lead. A bit more than we needed, but at least we actually saw the apex that time. Right, so all of the, what, from 4th, 5th and 6th ahead are all within 3.5 seconds of us now. Looks like 4th and 5th are going to be side by side maybe into the bus stop there. Almost, not quite. Down 2, loads of curb all the way through. Let's get this final one as well. Oh, too much. Off track. 7 instants, excellent, good job. Back into the chute again, early turn in, a little bit of throttle Lee, rear trying to step out. I don't fucking like that corner. It's fine in the F1 car, I'm struggling in this one.
Let's bring it around and hit this time.
That's better, let's get this apex this time. Ooh. No, still didn't quite get that right. Just not really flowing. We had the one lap where it all clicked in a bit and I could see I can do it still. But not really the rest of the race. There's 3 cars up ahead are getting mighty close to each other now. Again, we just need to try and hang in there. Perhaps there's going to be some opportunity still. Side by side through penultimate corner, that's pretty brave. Hopefully they're just going to slow themselves right the way down to me. 3 wide almost as they're heading to turn 1. This could be an interesting final lap. White flag, final lap. Alright, we're just on the very edge now, getting a little bit of draft to pull us along as well. Looks like Lucas was a loser in amongst there. Frank has managed to bump himself up a spot. Clive must be well up there if he's still going. Ah, that's a shame Clive's out. Clive has had an incident somewhere. Alright, down a couple of gears. Let's get the curbs a bit more like it this time. There we go. Early on the power. Hug the inside through the carousel. Full power. Ooh, tiny bit early. I'll have to come back off again to not get that off track again. Down into 3rd. A little bit of throttle. More. Yeah, stepped out slightly in there. Into the hairpin again. Not getting this right this race, am I? Nearly, a bit more like it. Alright, down 2. We're closing the whole time, but it's not quite going to be enough, I don't think. Get this apex, there we go. And then just 2 corners left. A little bit of balancing. Oh, we're running wide. Just about hung onto it. Get a bit of apex. Hard on the power. And 7th position it is. Well, that was a bit of an average race, really. just way too inconsistent. Just purely just getting a lap in and just hitting apexes, not getting off tracks.
Good job, everyone.
I think we're quite lucky to have gotten through that instant at the bus stop at the beginning, weren't we? Let's have a look back at that in a minute. So, 7th place could have ended up a whole lot worse, I think. But yeah, I think we had the pace to be much further up the field, really. Yeah, feeling a bit flat after that race, really. Right. Where are we? Lap 2, so that's already happened, doesn't it? Lap 1, fast forward. Right, instant of a bus stop up ahead. So yeah, Clive was all over the back of the car in front, wasn't he? We ease off a little bit. Cars up ahead are going to have a little accident. There we go, there's the smoke, good little shot of it. And then, oof, so so tight trying to fit through there at the end there. That'll be a good shot, won't it? So yeah, just coming through the exit of the bus stop. We see it early. Just about managed to take avoiding action. Just misjudged my slowdown. Obviously these guys are slowdowns as well, that's why they're going so slowly, but I felt I could just have a little bit of a lift and it would clear, because we already lost quite a bit of time actually through the chicane itself, but obviously that didn't work. Hopefully I didn't really get in anyone's way here as we lifted off. Frank, I think. Yeah, Frank had to have a little bit of a dab on the brakes. Sorry about that, Frank. Looks like he lost a spot there. But, yeah, hey-ho. Then it cleared. Let's find our little bit of contact with Xavi. Right, this is Xavi, isn't it? Right. So, it's got to be this lap, isn't it? Lap 4, right. So, no. Lap before that's lap 3. Yeah, here we go. So we get a little bit of a run. He's got damage. We go to the left, so I'm there, I'm to the left, but he can still move across. Now I'm definitely there, definitely there. He's moving. That didn't look particularly helpful. I said he had damage, so you know, maybe he was just struggling to keep it straight and true. But that was an easy 4 times that we could have done without. There was plenty of space when I went for it to start with, so I don't feel that it was a massively sort of risky move. Let's have a look from in his car. That's me, that's Xavi. I'm in the mirror, you might not quite be able to see me there. Yeah, we're just tracking further left the whole time. So, yeah, it's not like he swerved or anything, but that was an easy 4 times that we could have done without. Otherwise then, it was just, yeah, that was it really, wasn't it? It was just little off tracks here and there, not really getting our laps in. Yeah, quite underwhelmed by that race, unfortunately. I remember to save a replay. Hurrah! Picture in picture is probably about here, right? Yeah, hey ho. So, episode 1 I think was a lot more enjoyable, a bit more entertaining. Brands Hatch is a great circuit. I really do enjoy Brands anyway. But Watkins, yeah, it didn't quite happen. How do we do? Lost 0.17 on safety rating, so again that's getting quite concerningly low now. 2.2. We're gonna have to start building that up soon. Gained a bit of safety, gained a bit of iRacing, sorry. And actually, points aren't so bad to be fair. 178. Gained a few spots at the end there with other people dropping out a little bit. Yeah, Clive, yeah, went out about halfway through, 9 laps in. Yeah, I meant to look at a replay, see what happened to him, but yeah, unlucky to Clive. He did well to scrape into the split, I think, as the very last car number. Good strength for field, 3,500, 230 points for Tapani. So, yeah, what sort of lap times are they doing? 44.8, 44.9. Yeah, we could have probably been best of the rest, I reckon. 4th place maybe. Wouldn't have quite. Well, I've never got the pace of Tapani and Thomas here. So, yeah, 4th spot. That's where we really should have been. But, hey ho. That's Watkins Glen, GT3 Challenge. I might have just put that up as highlights, I guess, depending on how boring I felt the race was to watch back. But we'll see you back for episode 3. Probably again the same again, I expect. Next week, GT3 Challenge. And good luck again to everyone in the World Championship Series this weekend. Apex Racing UK, yeah, looking forward to seeing the guys running that. And hope everyone has fun in a charity event then at Spa just after as well. Get involved, lots of prizes up for grabs, like 1,500 quid's worth of prizes in total, something crazy like that. So yeah, search that thread out in the forum, and I said even if you spectate, you might win some prizes. Okay, cheers guys, I shall see you again next week.